Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is that you're chiming in from. Glad to see you guys on. If you're just getting on, go ahead and state your name and where you are calling from. We would love to say hello to you. Hello, hello, everybody.
Stephanie Allen, Baytown, Texas.
Hey, Mrs. Stephanie Allen, I see you.
Hey.
How are you?
I am fantastic.
I love to hear. Love to hear. Good deal. Had a good day? When did you guys get back?
Oh, we got back Sunday morning.
Okay, Sunday morning. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, got back Sunday morning. Went to church. Like I said, we got back. I was running on empty. Thank God for keto energy.
Amen. All right. Okay.
I got it wrong.
All righty.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
All right, folks. Welcome to the broadcast. Glad to have everybody on. If you haven't had a chance to do so, please state your name and where you're chiming in from. We would love to say hello to you this evening. We've got a couple of things to just give in terms of recaps on and explain a few details moving forward as we go on this next 90-day run. It's going to be absolutely incredible. If you haven't done so, please state your name and where you are chiming in from, please.
Hey,
Valley Ford, Birmingham.
All righty. I know I heard Viley Ford, Birmingham. Who was that? I heard someone else.
Meet Gonzalez from Fresno, Cali,
New York.
Cali is in the house. Hey, California. Welcome.
Salima and Will from Albany, New York.
Rosharon, Texas in the house. Welcome, Rosharon. Juarez White, good to have you on, sir. Who else do we have out there?
Kathy Porter, Indiana.
Mrs. Kathy Porter, it's so great to see you.
Salima and Will from Albany, New York.
Hey, Salima in the house. How are you, ma'am?
I am fantastic, sir. How are you?
Oh, I am coffeelicious.
Amen to that.
Yes. All righty, who else do we have on?
Nadia. Good night, it's Nadia from Toronto.
Hey, Nadia from Toronto in the house. Welcome. I think they drink some coffee in Canada, right, Nadia? You guys drink Tim Hortons, right?
Yes, but we're about to switch to some keto.
I know that's right. We've got that fat burning coffee, that skinny coffee. I can't wait for you guys to see the new presentation that we have just completed, and you're going to get a chance to see previews of it tonight, and I'm excited. Guys, I am so pumped. I am so turned on. I can't even stand it. It is absolutely exciting times in It Works, and it's truly an honor to be a part of such a company that is doing some remarkable things at this present day and time. And so if you haven't done so, please state your name, just taking a round of introductions. Make sure you post about this call taking place on your social media pages. Many of you have posted in your groups. Let your team members know that this call is going on. We're going to get started here in the next 2 minutes and give you guys an opportunity to get you and your teams onto the call. Welcome, everybody. For those of you wondering what I'm drinking, this is Super Reds and Super Greens. All right.
Hi, everybody.
All right, welcome to the call. Who just joined us? Let us know where you're calling from. Give us your name, please.
Okay.
Monica and Perry Beasley.
Hey, Monica and Perry Beasley in the house. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, thank you. From Houston, Texas.
All right, H-Town in the house. H-Town's in the house. Who else do we have out there?
Sharif Rashid, Atlanta, Georgia.
Sharif Rashid. We just got through doing a three-way call with your lovely wife.
Yes.
She is awesome. She is fired up.
Fired up and ready to go.
Yes.
How many of you, this was your first time at an It Works conference? This was your first conference. By show of hands, how many of us? Okay. How many of this was not your first conference, but it felt like your first conference? Come on, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. Need more of it. It was absolutely incredible. The stories that were shared, the new products that were released, the compensation plan, the new bonuses that were rolled out. How many of you ready to experience those more bonuses this year? I mean, you've already claimed those more. How many of you have claimed all $125,000 already? It's already earmarked. Come on, show your hands. It's already earmarked. My wife thinks she's going to spend all of it, but I'm telling her, no, she's not going to do that.
I know, it's a wrap.
All 125. I'm excited about it. You know, you got 15,000 for diamond. You go diamond, $15,000 bonus. Double diamond, $20,000. Triple diamond, $30,000.
Speak, Lord.
Come on,
Credentials, you're gonna get 30 more thousand. Ambassadors, 30,000. Somebody give me the total for all of that, because you're gonna go from these are just additional bonuses. This is not your total income.
A lot of money.
This is extra, and so I'm excited for you guys to see that.
Can you sit down?
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right, folks. We're going to get started here briefly. We're just downloading something for you real quick as we get started. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Well, first of all, welcome everybody to the call tonight. This call has obviously been on cue and been on schedule for us to really kind of share and talk about, not just from my perspective, not just from my paradigm, but from the perspectives of many of the other friends and many of your other business partners that are just like you, that are getting involved in the company and seeing some tremendous things take place. I wanted to pull this call together just to give you specific updates in terms of what is taking place at conference. For many of us, conference was a working event, not just an attending event. So a lot of people, write this down, the majority of people attend events, leaders work events.
That's right.
Okay, it's not just about attending the event. It's not just about going to the event. That's important. I certainly want you to go to the events. You got there's nothing that impacts a person's belief more than experiencing an event just like we experienced it. You're going to hear from some of the business partners that were able to experience their first events. I've got a couple of things that I want to share from my perspective and my experience being involved in this profession now for this year will make 16 years that we've been involved in direct sales network marketing. Many of you know my wife and I's story. We got started in the profession, and for the first 6 years didn't even make $100,000 combined in 6 years. So if you totaled our earnings for 6 years, we didn't even earn $100,000, right? And so it's everybody's journey is different and everybody's story is different. I want you to write this down because you're going to hear some stories. I want you to write this down, please. Comparison is the thief to personal joy. Would you write that down, please? Comparison is the thief to personal joy. We all have different journeys. Some of us, like you just heard, a part of my story, the first 6 years, I didn't make $100,000. There are people inside of It Works that in their first 6 years, they've become millionaire club members. And this has been their first time in network marketing. And what happens a lot of times at events is we begin to look at people from the stage that were on stage. And if you don't look at it properly, if we don't look at it correctly and manage our expectations and appreciate the journey that we're on, you'll begin to compare their on-stage success to your off-stage struggle. Are you listening to me? And I don't want you to do that. I never want you to compare their online success or their on-stage success to your off-stage struggles. Write this down, please, and I'm going to bring on some guests here. There can be no strength without struggle. Would you write it down, please? There can be no strength without struggle. We have the strength that we have today because of our first 6 years of struggling to make it work, struggling to get a new person to want to invest into their business to come to a conference, struggling to get 5, 10, 15 of us to get into a van and drive 15 hours to Florida to go and attend an event, struggling to piece the money together to pay bills and invest into our business. We had to struggle those first 6 years, and ladies and gentlemen, it develops a certain strength. My takeaway from the event was we are at the right place at the right time with the right people, and I know that's right. All right, and so moving into this next 90-day run, I want you to write this down, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to write this down. Moving into this next 90-day run, so February, March, April, these next 90 days, and we're going to take it bit by bit. We're going to take it bite by bite. These next 90 days, I want you to write this down. Coming out of conference, write this down, please. You must learn who you can count on and who you need to count out. Write it down. Who am I counting on and who am I counting out? Well, Jarrod, you got to believe in everybody. I believe in people. I just don't believe people. I believe in them. I love on them. Coming out of conference, we are laser focused. Now, there are a couple of announcements here that I want to just cover, and I talked about them a little earlier as I was getting so excited and fired up about these bonuses. But a couple of things I want you to write down. For those of you you're going to be promoted. You're going over these next 90 days. Set your goal. Wherever you are now, if you are a non-active qualified distributor, I want you to set a goal. Don't set a goal for April only. Set a goal, watch this, for February. Some of you, by April or by March, I'm going to be diamond. Okay, what are you going to become in February? Are you listening to me? What am I going to become in February? So let me give you these real quick before we bring on some of our guests. I can't wait to hear from them. Now, couple announcements. 2 new products were announced. The Skinny Brew Coffee. How many are excited about Skinny Brew? How many of us excited? All right. Skinny Brew Coffee was announced. It's a game changer. I want you to understand the purpose of us as a company pivoting. Everybody say pivot, 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 pivot. See, in basketball, you can't lift your pivot foot. To pivot means to turn. All right. And so what we've done as a company, as it works, this conference, is we have pivoted. We're no longer to the masses moving forward going to be known as that crazy rap company. No. We have seen exhaustion. Not that it's not a great product, not that people aren't going to be utilizing the wraps, but the wraps are no longer the number one selling product in the company. The number one selling product in all of it works for the last almost 2 years has been the keto coffee. Why? Because so many more people drink coffee and or tea, at least on occasion, than they wrap. How many of you, before you got involved in it works, by show of hands, how many of us had heard of coffee? That's all of us. Come on, I can see y'all. I can see y'all. Oh, Leary, I can see you. She's focused too. She's in there just taking notes. I see you over there. Now, watch this. You've heard of coffee, yes? Raise your hand if prior to It Works, you had heard of that crazy rap thing. Prior to being exposed to It Works, prior to It Works distributor, prior to you seeing something about It Works, how many of you had never heard of the raps or the ultimate body applicator, right? And so the company has sold over $6 billion in revenues, marketing a product that we have to educate the world on. We have to educate the world on wraps. We have to educate the world on what super greens are, what an antioxidant is. We have to educate people on what super greens are, Thermophyte X, and there's nothing wrong with that education. We'll continue to do that, but the pivot that the company has made, and I'm excited about it, is really exposing people to something that they already drink. Matter of fact, that's our first thing here I want to share with you guys. Okay, let me pull this up real quick. Oh, I'm fired up, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I am espresso excited. I'm espresso excited. Why, Jarrod? Because so many of you are going to be brand new Millionaire Club members. Do you receive it? How many of y'all received that? So many of you, oh, I can see it. So many of you you're going to have such an incredible experience with what we're doing here, because maybe you missed the big run prior. You're not going to miss this one. Let me share this real quick here. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the new presentation that we're rolling out here. Let me go through this real quickly. So we're talking right now about the fact of what we've just recently launched, right? We're talking about that right now. So the first thing is the coffee. So our presentation, ladies and gentlemen, will be coffee focused. All right? It's going to be coffee focused. Skinny coffee is going to be the focus. Skinny coffee and tea. So the door to our store, we got our online store, right? An online store where we market more than 50 different health and wellness products, sports, nutrition, beauty products. But the opening, the door to the store is going to be all around coffee. And not just our organization. You're going to see this for the entirety of the company. The new presentations, everything in terms of our conversation is going to be directed towards coffee. So you're going to see in our presentations, we're going to start our presentation blitz tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on this same ID number, this same Zoom ID number, same telephone number. We're going to start those tomorrow, but this is what the presentations will look like. You'll see the corporate office here. Isn't that a beautiful office that we have there right in Bradenton, Florida? You see the founders of the company and the executive team of the company with Pam Souder, who's our chief networking officer right here. You've got Doug. Many of you don't know Doug. Doug cuts the check, okay? He's the chief, either the CFO is his title, or he's just the money man. What'd you say, babe? He's the president, okay. That's right, he just got that promotion. You guys know who that is. That's Mr. Mark Pentecost himself. Mark Pentecost, straight out the Bible. All right, this is Cindy Pentecost. You know who this is, my main man. That's Mr. Mike Patillo, the chief sales officer. Then you got Doug, that's over here. He's over all of shipping, logistics, distribution. He's over all of that. And then, of course, you've got Tiny. We call him Tiny, Mr. Burns here. He's 6 foot, I think he's 6'8" or 6'9". He's our chief information officer. And so you'll see corporate, you see who we are. We'll talk a little bit about what we've done as a company, family-owned, faith-based, debt-free, what we've done in terms of revenues over a year to date, countries, all of this. This is the flow of the presentation. Now, we're going to talk and focus on coffee. Why? Guys, listen to me. Coming out of conference, the things that you need to be focused on are IPA, income producing activities. Okay? Income producing activities. So we're going to be sharing the plan or showing the plan, presentations, sharing the products, okay, and promoting for events. Those three key things. I'm either giving a presentation, I'm sharing a presentation, whether it's online, whether it's offline, and obviously you guys know our organization, we are what they consider a belly-to-belly organization, meaning if you've got a belly button and I've got a belly button, I'm bringing those belly buttons together. I'm in front of you giving a presentation and giving a sample. But our conversation is going to be coffee-centered, coffee and conversation. Coffee is the most widely consumed beverage on the planet, okay? The only thing more consumed than coffee is, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Water. It just so happens in order to make a pot of coffee or cup of coffee, you need water. Outside of that, there's no other beverage more consumed than coffee. Second highest traded commodity after oil. It's a commodity, meaning, ladies and gentlemen, when the markets crash, when business goes ups or down, and when people start losing their jobs, all those things is not affected by coffee consumption because people, they feel they must have it. More than 400 billion cups are served each year with no signs of slowing down. Americans drink about 146 billion cups of coffee annually. Europe has the largest market of coffee drinkers on the planet, representing 30% of the global coffee market. 2 out of every 3 Canadians drink coffee each day. 40% of college students, 18 to 24, drink coffee every day. Millennials, people born from 1982 to the year 2000, consume 44% of all coffee in the United States. The entire country of Australia is estimated to drink an average of 1.3 million cups of coffee per day. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Coffee and conversation. This is the messaging. So, some of the questions we're going to be asking and leading with in our presentations and your prospecting, I'm telling you, we earned our first $1 million in network marketing and direct sales, marketing coffee. Okay, it wasn't marketing wraps. I don't have a background in marketing greens on the go and collagen. These are phenomenal products, but we've made our millions marketing coffee. I know about coffee. We know how to generate coffee sales, okay? Now, here's some of the questions that we ask people and prospects or potentials that leads into them wanting to purchase. Do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea occasionally? Guys, get these phrases down. If you can read, you can give a presentation. You don't need your upline coming to the presentation. You don't need your you are the leader. Write it down. I am the leader. Okay? What's your favorite brand of coffee? Folgers, Maxwell House, Starbucks, Tim Hortons. Have they ever paid for you drinking or referring their coffee or tea to a friend? So you'll see that on there. Then we introduce them to the coffee and tea that pays. We talk about our skinny brew coffee. We talk about our keto coffee and our keto tea. And you'll see all of the features, benefits, and the value of consuming these products. Remember, people, over 80 to 90% of people are already drinking these products. We're just giving them a healthier alternative. Are you listening to me? Okay, so very, very clear. You'll see the presentation is very, very clean. All right, burns body fat, increases metabolism to help manage your weight. 6 brain boosting ingredients known to increase motivation, concentration, and alertness. Delivers more than twice the amount of caffeine as regular coffee. Non-GMO, no artificial colors or flavors. Keto-friendly, soy-free, as well as vegan. This is how it's packaged. Individual packaging. You pour it in your cup, you're ready to go. We'll talk about our keto coffee that is actually currently the #1 selling product in all of it works, but I'm sure the Skinny Brew is going to take over this month. And of course, we talk about the keto tea. It helps your body create ketones to support a low carb keto lifestyle, etc. So you'll read through that. We do honorable mentions of our other 50+ products. So you got other products that you've had a result from or that you enjoy or whatever it is, you can honorably mention it on this slide. 50+ beauty, weight loss, and nutrition products designed to help you lose up to 31 pounds in 90 days, control carbs and block fat from foods, detox, all of that is there. You talk about the illuminating facial patch, whatever products that you've seen results or you're passionate about, you can talk about those on this slide here. Then you show your before and afters, okay? Plenty of before and afters. Then we talk about how we get paid. How many of y'all like that, right? Look at that. We talk about our retail commissions, the retail price of the product, the wholesale price of the product. This is your profit when people go to your website, all right? We talk about the loyal customer program. You earn up to 45% paid monthly. When your loyal customer orders, this is the price with their 3-month commitment. Your commission is 15% of whatever products that they're ordering. We talk about our Utopia loyal customer support team on this slide as well. Then we talk about our fast start bonuses. This is another thing that was updated that the company added more money to the fast start bonuses. So when you enroll a new distributor, all right, and that new distributor enrolls their first 2 loyals, you earn a $50 fast start bonus. Remember, a new distributor enrolls their first customers within the first 30 days. In our organization, we teach to get it done within your first 24 to 72 hours. Call your mom, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friend. Have them do you a favor by becoming your first loyal customers. Now you've got coffee, skinny coffee. Now you've got keto tea, all right, that they can actually order to become your loyal customers. So when a new distributor enrolls their first 2, you get a $50 fast start bonus. When they enroll their first 4, you get a $100 fast start bonus, and that's where it stopped prior to the conference. We added another $50 to the fast start bonus program. Whereas when a new distributor enrolls their first 6 customers, you make a $150 fast start. Now, prior to this comp plan added, okay, or prior to this comp plan increase, most companies, when they do things to their comp plan, they remove money. It works just added money. So for example, let's say you had enrolled me prior to conference, and I went out in my first 30 days, I enrolled 6 customers, you would only make a $100 fast start. Now, when I enroll 6 customers, you make a $150 fast start. Now, there are obviously some qualifications for that new distributor. They join, they set up the ADBV auto ship. It doesn't have to process right away. It processes 28 days or 30 days later. They complete tier 1, which is this, you get the 50. They complete tier 2, you get the 100. They complete tier 3, you get the 150, okay? It also comes with the product rewards. You get a reward for each time they complete one of the tiers. So this is the fast start bonus. Then we talk about the Connect app, our customer sampling tool. How many of you are excited about that? This is another announcement that came out at the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have to go to the post office anymore. All right? I know we just had Miss Alice and Daniel come on board, and I remember she and I, we talked, this was maybe a couple weeks ago, and immediately after our conversation, I said, man, I'm going to go put some samples in the mail. And I went downstairs and put some product in a little Ziploc bag, put it in and ran to the post office and shipped it out. Guess what? We don't have to do that anymore. You download your Connect app, or you go to your It Works app. It'll show you, look, I'm technically savvy now. Look, it'll show you your sample app. You download your sample app for free, all right? And all you do is you purchase sample credits, and It Works will send out the samples. It's $8 to send out a sample. That's included. It sends out a sample of the the skinny coffee that we do have, and that's including shipping for $8. So they get multiple samples, I think 3 or 4 samples or whatever it is of the product, but we'll show that in the presentation. You send the samples and you follow up. It Works will send the samples, you follow up. That's a whole nother level, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about technology working. Then we talk about our other bonuses, our uni-level bonuses, which is paid monthly. Our Diamond Generation bonuses on there. We talk about the Diamond Leadership bonuses or the CAB bonuses. We explain that here, all right? Then we talk about the leadership incentives and bonuses as well, talking about taking the trips that we do. Some of you qualified for Margaritaville and all of the other incentives that will be coming up, visiting the ranch, the plane, and the health, all of those great things. Then we talk about the bonuses, all right, the more bonuses. Now, I told you, we just announced these. So when you become a diamond, brand new diamonds, diamonds, guess what? $15,000 bonus. You promote to diamond between now and March 31st, you get a $15,000 bonus. Double diamond, you get a $20,000 bonus. Triple diamond, $30,000. Presidential 30. Ambassador diamond, $30,000. Now there's some qualifications to do this now. All right, I told you you have to new distributors who enroll between January through March 2020 and rank advanced to diamond or above within their first 3 calendar months can earn the more bonus. So you got this compensation plan loves speed. You get started and you get going. All right. So now you are going to promote to that rank. So let's say for the month of February, you promote to diamond. You must validate the rank in March, meaning you must requalify whatever rank you hit the month prior. If you hit diamond, promote to diamond in February. you must promote again to diamond or requalify as diamond in March, and then they will give you the diamond payment for February and March. They will give you both payments, watch this, in April. And then as long as you're maintaining diamond, they will keep making the payments for the next 20 months of the 15,000. And the same happens for each and every one of these ranks. And so they go in, you're able to earn these bonuses sequentially, meaning you don't lose the diamond bonus because you promote diamond and go to double diamond. You continue to get the diamond bonus and the double diamond bonus, as well as triple, presidential, etc. Okay. Of course, we came out with more bonuses as well. We talked about the skinny coffee. We talked about the tea. We talked about the more bonuses. Also, let's talk about this real quick here. Let me get here. Okay, subscribe and share, get paid. Boom, boom, boom. Loyal customer, distributor, the different packs they can boost to. Pack the result pack, $2.99, and we show them the differences within those packs in terms of prices and the product that they actually get. Right. Then we talk about the lock in your spot, getting paid when you lock in, distributors and loyal customers that fall down below you. Then we show the income disclosure. Okay. You got it? All right. I know you got it. Thank you so much. All right, here. All right. Okay. Let me get back to my screen here. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I got it. There we go. All right, we're back online. Okay, guys, so we've got all that. You got the announcements. Of course, there are more bonuses. I want to talk about this real quick before I bring on some of these leaders here. Let's talk about the reload bonus, okay? So we talked about the rank advancement bonuses. You got it? Say, I got it? I don't hear you. You got it. Okay, good. Reload bonus. Any existing It Works distributor who has earned the lifetime rank of diamond or above. So you promote it to diamond, whether you did it in 2008, whether you did it in 2009, or you did it 2019, or above, doubles, triples, etc., prior to January 2020 and lost that paid rank, meaning you're not requalifying. By the way, the majority of distributors in every company, including It Works, sometimes you will lose your rank. Why? Because you lose people. Why do you lose people? Because people lose their minds. Duh. I was telling a friend today as we were presenting and talking about, he was like, man, I just got to make up my mind. He was saying something about making money. I said, making money is easy. What's hard is making up your mind. How many of you agree? When you make up your mind to do something, you get it done, right? So anyhow, you lost that paid rank as and promotes to a previous paid rank as diamond or above on or before March 31st and validates their qualification by maintaining that rank for the following consecutive month, which is the second month, qualifies for a $3,000 reload bonus for each paid as rank diamond and above regained back to their lifetime rank of diamond, double diamond, or above. This is paid out over a period of 6 months. So for every rank you hit and requalify the following month, that's diamond or above if you've fallen, right? Guess what? You get a payment of the $3,000, and that's paid over a 6-month period of time. So if you were diamond and you fell below diamond, let's say the month of February, guess what? You hit diamond again. You requalified diamond. And then March, you requalified diamond again. April, you'll get a $1,000 bonus. Why? Because they're going to pay you $500. Ooh, you ought to get excited. $500 for February and $500 for March. And that'll show up on your April's check. And then May, you requalify diamond again. Guess what happens? Another $500. June, you requalify again, another $500. But that's the same for every rank. So you could be picking up those $500 increments all the way of requalifying diamond, double, triple. So if you hit double, right, and you fell down below double, right, or you even fell way past, you fell down below double, you can requalify double, boom, and it kicks in, okay? So you've got that with the reload bonus. I know you're excited about that as well. We talked about the sampling. We talked about the fast start bonuses. Oh, All right, cool. So we've talked about all that. All right. I want to hear from some of the leaders, whereas this was your first time coming to the conference. I wanted you guys to hear from many of these people because it's exciting when you're first in the business. So I want to swing the call over to Mrs. Alice Nganga over in the Dallas, Texas market. I know Portia and I will be there on Saturday to do multiple events. We're pumped up and fired up about it. This young lady and her husband, they have done extremely well in network marketing before, built a multi-million-dollar enterprise in the coffee business as well. And we were in a previous company together years ago, and they were with that company for 10 years and saw it works, and just timing is right, got excited. And within less than, I think they've been in the business less than 2 weeks or whatever it was, I told her, I said, you got to come to the conference. Ain't no party like a It Works party, because a It Works party don't stop. Come on, ain't no, all right, anyway. Y'all, you blues are dancing with me. The Reds are like, please, Jarrod, get to the point. Anyway, so Miss Alice Nganga, why don't you come on and take maybe a couple of minutes here, 2 to 3 minutes, share with everybody your takeaways from the event, your excitement about the event as well, and you know, why you're so excited to be partnered with It Works, and your expectations for February, the close of business for February here. So I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilkins, Jarrod, for, first of all, for extending the invitation. It is such an honor to be in your team, Porshea and Jarrod. We've watched you, and we know who you are. It's just an honor to be able to work together. And for me, going into the convention, having been in network marketing, I knew that I needed to be there, regardless of how old we were in this company. I needed to be there so that I can learn and I can connect with the company. And what happened, coming to convention, for me, it felt like family. That's one of the things that I experienced. I felt like I just met my own family that I didn't know existed, but being received by I had Mr. and Mrs. Beasley always looking, where are you? Come, we need to go together. We need to make sure that you're okay, and Mr. Fisher. I mean, the whole team is like working together as one family and looking up to the welfare of the other person. So I really loved that. And then going into the grand opening, I have never seen a grand opening of a convention that starts with praise and worship, and it just spiritually, for me, this was like what I felt when I was introduced to this. I felt good. There was something in me that felt good about this company and about the opportunity. But to go and see, we're talking about praise and worship here, and it's a God-centered opportunity. This is home. I love that. And then also now the stories of the people, to see people who have never been in the industry of network marketing, people who are maybe got into network marketing when they were 20, in their 20s, and you see the success that they are having. That means anybody can come in here, and if you're coachable, teachable, and trainable, you can come in and you can win. For me, this sold me like into this company even more. And now it's like solidifying the feeling that I had for this company. Now top it off, the bonuses, the compensation plan for this that is in this company. I have never seen anything like this. It's so generous. I didn't even know anything like this existed, to tell you the truth. And to see that they're adding more money. Where I come from is where they would reduce money, and here they're adding money. I am so thrilled. And so we're going all the way through the roof. I couldn't sleep. I still can't sleep. I am inviting, we're gonna pack the house up on Saturday. I'm thrilled. I wanna go all the way to presidential ambassador, in every rank that can be hit. I'm going for it. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilkins. I hope I shared enough that you can take it away.
You did, and we could feel your excitement. We could feel your passion. Thank you so much for sharing. And I can't wait. We're going to put up the flyer without the address. We're going to put up the flyer without the address. We are going to put up the flyer without the address for Dallas. If you guys want the address, you're going to have to you're going to have to send us a message, and we will circle up with you in terms of where we will be specifically, because the events, anything that we do is open to everybody, and it works. We really believe, and I want you guys to write this down: one team, one mission, 100 million. We're really about team, and so we definitely want to make sure that you're able to participate in those things taking place. All right, we're going to go out to our next person, and I'm looking for you. Sharif. If you guys are not on Zoom, I can't see you, Sharif, if you are on here. I've got him coming up here. If you dialed in, Sharif, you need to text me and let me know what number or where you're zoomed in from or whatever it is. I'm still, I am a millennial. I did realize I am a millennial because you're born 1982 to 2000, as you saw on the presentation. Sharif, text me, let me know so I can unmute you because I'm looking for you. But until then, until I hear from you, Sharif, okay, there he is. What number? Oh, you're calling in. Okay, you're calling in. You're supposed to be logging in. We need to see you. Okay, I see him. I think I see you. Okay, let me pull you up, Sharif. We're not going to be able to see you, but we will be able to hear you. He called in. All right, that's all right. That's all right. You still antiquated. You trying to. All right, let me see. Let me find you. 917. Okay, Sharif, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. We'll turn it over to you. Take a couple of minutes. Brand new to the company, brand new to the It Works family, brand new to the team, but definitely excited. I know you guys have been in the business has it been 2 weeks?
I don't think it's been 2 weeks.
Okay, less than 2 weeks. We talked. You said, Jarrod, I'm ready to do this. I've never really won big time in network marketing. And I said, you've got to be at conference. You and your wife, you got small kids. You got on a plane and you flew there. Talk to us about your experience, what you gained, what you learned, and what your goal is for the month of February.
Well, I'm putting it like this. My wife and I, we probably made less than $100 in network marketing. And we just joined, as you just said, and we believed that this is, we went into it believing that this was going to be a life-changing experience. So we rearranged. We had grandparents fly from New York, and we flew to conference, and last night was anticlimactic because our Super Bowl happened over the weekend. That game meant nothing compared to what we experienced at conference. We won. Everybody won. Everybody who's part of this business is winning. The Super Bowl has already been won. And it was just, to echo the words of the young lady who just spoke. Pardon me, I don't remember your name exactly, but it felt like family. It was family. And not just with the Build It For Your Last Name team, not just for the team that we have, but also just all these people from around the world, different races, different age groups. They all had one thing in mind, and that was to be successful. There was nobody standing on that stage saying, look what I've accomplished. Everybody there wanted to help somebody else accomplish what they accomplished, and just wanted to reiterate and wanted to encourage those to say, it can be done. It was so incredible seeing those who are new to the business, like me and my wife, building our excitement, but also seeing people who've been in the business for many years also being excited. And that's just incredible, seeing people that have been in the industry for so long being so excited. So it just really just let us know that we're in the right place, like you said, Mr. Wilkins, in the right place at the right time. I don't know. I'm new, so I look at Triple Diamond like I'm trying to get that done by March 31st. I know you told me what needs to be done by February. Then let's say a Double Diamond by the end of February. But I want every bonus I can get, and I'm not stopping. I had to stop making my calls to make this call. So you guys almost interrupted my my work. But Mr. Wilkins, I appreciate the opportunity, sir.
Absolutely. We're sorry for interrupting you, and we'll let you get back to it after we're done in the next 20 minutes. But appreciate you excited about your growth and what's taking place. And yeah, we've done more. Put it this way, guys. I've done more three-way calls with he and his wife in the last week than anybody else in our entire team. Okay, they are serious. And in the words of Les Brown, they are hungry, okay? And so income producing activities. Let's go out. I want to bring on Tracy Fisher. You know, this is my brother from another mother, man. And this gentleman, he and I, we've been rocking and rolling for years together, our wives and us. And it's just been an absolute pleasure and a joy. I don't know if you're out there. I see Kay Fisher's name there, but Tracy, if you're out there, come on onto the screen here. I want to bring on Mr. Tracy Fisher, because I want him to share what they gained, because they've been in the business. They've been in networking for many years themselves. That's number one. But number two, they've got a few people that they wanted to bring on and kind of share especially their experience and what took place for them at the conference. So Mr. Tracy Fisher, triple diamond, six-figure earner right here inside of It Works, heading to presidential and beyond. Tracy Fisher, are you out there? Let's go ahead and unmute them. I see, oh, okay, it's Kay's. I just clicked unmute, but I think they dropped off. They probably have, oh, there they go. All right. I've unmuted you. You're going to have to unmute yourself again, guys.
Hey, partner, can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. Get out the way so we can see
Come
Kay
on, man.
Fisher. There you go.
Hey,
All right,
guys.
partners, we'll turn it over to y'all, man. And you just let me know who I need to unmute first in terms of those testimonies, because I don't know who's going after you guys.
Okay, awesome. Guys, listen, I'm here. I'm just pulling up at my home. My wife and I, we had a business appointment, just enrolled a brand new business partner with Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, our double diamond leaders. So we were there to support. Excited about her new partner that just enrolled with her tonight. And man, we're so excited, Mr. Wilkins. We're so excited. What an incredible event. You know, we were very strategic, very excited not to just get to the conference, but also just to allow the conference to continue to pour in us. You know, we went to our first conference last year, not understanding or really what to expect. You know, everything was just moving so fast. We started hitting our levels very, very fast with incredible amounts of emerald producers, diamonds and double diamonds and triples. So when we went to our first convention, it was like a kid in a candy store. I mean, I'm with some of our other partners that the love that we experienced, the outpouring of love, the partners around the country welcoming our team to It Works. But this time, I felt like it was a family reunion. You know, you hear some and you see some of our partners and stuff online, but I felt like I was at a family reunion, and I was so happy for our new partners who got a chance to go. And so, guys, we are planted. You know, we are planted with this company. We are planted with It Works. And we're so excited about not just our future, but we're so excited about all of you guys. We know what's about to happen to you. Man, do you understand the bonuses, the income producing, the money that you guys are going to earn with these bonuses are going to be absolutely amazing. But we all have to be in here together, okay? It cannot be just one person. It has to be every one of us locking arms with each other and working as hard as we possibly can for the next 90 days. And even when you work for the next 90 days and you feel like you're tired or you feel like you've accomplished your goal, guess what? Put in another 90 days. Why? Because momentum is everything in our profession. Momentum is everything. And so I just thank God, Mr. Wilkins, for you. I thank God for Miss Porshea Wilkins. Guys, listen, let me tell you how incredible Miss Porshea Wilkins is. Listen. When she saw this comp plan enhancement, these changes to the comp plan, look how fast your leader is working to make sure that we all have the tools necessary for us to build and grow. Listen, she's a no-nonsense type person, but when it comes to grind, when it comes to putting the systems in place, she plays no games, right? And she's doing that for every one of us to continue to build our business and grow our team. So we thank God, Mr. Wilkins, for you, partner, but more importantly, we thank God for Mrs. Wilkins. So, partner, if you're on there, we appreciate you. So back to you, partner.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Listen, I think we have, I'm not sure, Miss Stephanie, is Miss Jerisha, is she online tonight? I know she had an engagement, but she really wanted to see if she can get online as well. So is she online, thumbs up or down, that you know of? Okay. Okay, so she does have another event, but we'll get her on there, Mr. Wilkins, because she is so excited. I had a chance to speak to our business partner. She's out of the Ohio market, which is working very closely with Miss Stephanie Allen. But man, she is fired up, jacked up, crazy excited to get to these levels in the company. So back to you, partner. I appreciate you so much, man.
All right. Well, I'm excited about it as well. I know we had her and a couple of other folks that we wanted to get on. But, you know, Stephanie, I want you to unmute yourself as well. And Perry Beasley, I've got you as well as Conrell on here. I've got Coach Juarez and Vivian White that's on here as well. I'm going to just kind of go rapid fire to each one of you. And I know this was your second conference. And I just want you guys to share, you know, what that experience was like. I know I got Jennifer Nivens on here as well, brand new Emerald. And we've got her on here to share as well. So I want to just kind of rapid fire, take about a minute and a half, guys, share what that experience has been like. This last conference that you attended. So Stephanie Allen, you first. You are unmuted. You're gonna have to unmute yourself as well. But you know, just share with everybody that's listening what this experience was like and what you're so excited about coming into February.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkins, for the platform. Thank you for letting me speak. But I am super excited. I am still hoarse. And when I left the conference that night, first of all, the kickoff, like the young lady said earlier, just to kick off with praise and worship. It just lets you know that you're in the right place. Just the feeling of the togetherness. And so when I went to the hotel that night, I couldn't sleep. I was up till the wee hours of the morning, had to get up again and go. And so every night as I left, I was just so full of, you know, the excitement and just knowing that we're in the right place. And I was just up all night making a list every morning. Just every night I would add to my list. And so I have a list of people, like the gentleman said, I was making calls and you have to stop and you're watching the clock because you don't want it to get too late. You want to still make your calls. But it's just so exciting to know that, hey, everybody just needs to pull together. Everybody has to do their part. It's just like a baseball team. If you don't have the pitcher, the catcher, the first base, I mean, everybody has to do their part. You can't be slacking. Everybody has to join together, and we have to make this happen. And so I'm so excited. I'm ready to do my part, and I'm ready to run fast. Back to you, Mr. Wilkins.
Well, I'm excited about it. You're already a diamond, and I know you're going double and triple and beyond this year, 2020. It's going to be exciting for you. So excited about that. Congratulations. Your new business partners were there as well. And so that's exciting. I want to swing the call over to Conrell Brown, diamond right here in the Houston market. But, I mean, he's got a united front in terms of the amount of people, new people that were there. I mean, Conrell Brown, this gentleman called me. He texted me maybe a day or a day and a half. I want to say a day and a half prior to the event. Mr. Wilkins, it's an emergency because everything is an emergency with him. I mean, everything is an emergency. But he says, I need 17 more tickets. I said, well, that's an emergency we can fix. And so, Conrad Brown, come on, share with everybody your excitement, the excitement of your new business partners that were all there at conference and, you know, what your expectations are for the month of February as well. So I'll turn it over to you, sir.
Yes, sir, Mr. Wilkins. Thanks a lot. Yes, sir. Surely I'm excited. Got a lot to be excited about. We did, in fact, have about 17 of my business partners to join us there in Tampa. Of course, it works related trips. This is my 5th trip to Tampa. This conference certainly validates everything what I've seen and experienced before with the company. But now I know that the things are certainly going in the right direction and a very positive direction for the team right now. I'm excited about that. And I've got some up and coming leaders that are really on fire about what's about to take place this month for them and coming out of the conference as well as going into March as well. But yes, sir, like I said, we certainly see some great things happening with the team, the company, and getting a chance to see Mark and with Mike and with Cammie and spend some time with Miss Margarita And we're excited about it. We had a chance to attend the breakout session there for the Latinos. And it was awesome. I know when we first had that breakout session with her at the last year's conference, we had probably about 70 of our Latino partners that was there for the pre-Mexico launch event. This time around, I think it was pretty close to around 400 Latinos that was there. And so we're excited about it, Mr. Wilkins. So, yes, sir.
Well, I'm excited about it too, because I tell people all the time, the harvest never looks like the seed, and you can count the amount of seeds in an apple, but you can never count the amount of apples that will come from one single seed. And so I want to bring on my lovely wife, Porshea Wilkins. You know, baby, thank you so much for seeing the vision of It Works long before I was willing to see it, and for all that you do behind the scenes. See, guys, I do the easy stuff, the showing up, and you guys see me a lot doing presentations and all those good things. But I can tell you right now, without my wife running with me, running beside me, covering me, praying for our family, and encouraging me when I'm down, encouraging me when I'm like, man, I don't see any other African-American men leading organizations inside of It Works. I think I need to step away. And she's like, no, baby, we are assigned here. I'm telling you guys, without her, what we've accomplished as a team, as an organization, and most importantly, the lives that are going to be impacted in such a monumental way. You just heard from a few people. It wouldn't be happening. So I want to turn the call over to my lovely wife, 60-day presidential diamond, kingdom ambassador herself, Mrs. Porshea Wilkins.
Babe, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You got me all misty in my left eye. Just my left eye, real misty. And Tracy started it, and then here you come. All this love. Y'all know I'm really emotional right now anyway. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. You know, it's true, guys. The unseen is more powerful than the seen. You can't see oxygen, but it's powerful. And so you got to make sure that you recognize your role, you recognize your place when it comes to building, you know, a business like this, when it comes to leading an organization like we have. It takes a lot, you know, and for me, first and foremost, it's critical that my household and my family is in order over everything else. That's my priority first. And so, you know, I'm always making sure I'm doing my part to keep that right, because if the house is jacked up, the business ain't gonna flow. I need my husband focused. So we can go out there and get the goal accomplished, because we have a lot of lives to touch, a lot of lives to impact. You know, the call is very great. And I'm grateful to be connected to It Works the way that we are. And, you know, wasn't intro compared to what has already happened, and what became a presidential organization in 60 days is a testimony and an example for so many people to believe much bigger, much sooner. So you're going to start seeing people join our organization, guys, and make look like what we did snail pace. You'll have some folks come in and go presidential in their first 30 days. Some in their first 15 days. Guys, we've seen it before in this profession. We've seen it before. All it takes is just one person with courage to be the majority for people to see that it's possible. And so I'm grateful to God that he chose us to lead this. It has not been easy. It has not been with its ups and downs. It has not been without, you know, the headaches and everything else that comes when you're leading a volunteer army of people. But I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I know that God has equipped us for such a time as this. And I'm looking forward to seeing so many people raise up to walk out their call in their life, to walk into their strength, to own their positioning, to do the work, to build it for your last name. Guys, that is powerful. We're taking care of Wilkins. but you got to take care of your family's last name. Period. We'll build with you, but we're not going to do it for you. And so it's important for you to recognize your moment and to recognize the time that it is right now for us to really go out here and build it big. Like my husband said, we sold a lot of coffee before. We were with a company, went from 9 million to 47 up to 300 million, sold over $1 billion worth of coffee. We know the coffee industry. Nobody in It Works Global has sold more coffee than those of us who have sold coffee before in network marketing that is on this line right now. I can guarantee you that. And what is getting ready to happen now, because of what we have experienced in the past and the recalibration that is taking place and the manifestation of the prophetic words that are happening in this moment right now, y'all better buckle up because we're going for a ride. Husband, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, this is when you drop the mic, right? And so thank you so much for that, babe. And excited. Real quick, write this down. Ladies and gentlemen, write this down. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 8 Eastern. On this same BAT channel, on the same BAT line, we are back, okay? 7 p.m. opportunity call. You're going to have myself. You're going to have a few other leaders on here sharing and going through that presentation. I want you promoting it on social. I want you calling people. I want you texting them. I mean, whatever platform you use to get people to a presentation, I want you doing that tomorrow. If you're using Instagram, use Instagram. If you're using Facebook, promote it on Facebook. If you use MySpace, is MySpace still around? Use MySpace. Use LinkedIn. All right. Use Twitter. Use Snapchat, baby. Use TikTok. I don't care what you use. Use it all, okay? And get some people onto the opportunity Zoom tomorrow. It will last maybe 20 to 25 minutes in terms of total length. And it's going to be absolutely incredible. That's going to be happening Tuesday, 7 p.m. Guess what we're going to do Wednesday? We're going to go back to back. We're going to have Tracy and Kay Fisher with us for these blitz calls. So you're going to be hearing directly from people that are out there in the hunt. We're going to be joined by some of the other diamonds and double diamonds and triple diamonds, and maybe even some of the presidentials and special guests, even ambassadors that will be on those calls as well. And so starting tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 p.m., same ID number, same telephone number. I want you packing the lines starting on tomorrow. Invite. Post it on social, share it in your stories. Now, I want you to understand, we've got a limited amount of lines available. We only have about 100 lines, so these calls will max out. Let me say that again. We only have 100 lines. Can we order more lines? Yes. Will I? No. Okay? It's going to be 100 lines. All right? It's going to be 100 lines. BYOG. All right? BYOG. Bring your own guest. Okay? So Tuesday, 7 p.m. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Thursday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Central Standard Time, which is Eastern, and Pacific, I think it's 5. I think it's Pacific 5 or Mountain Time, whatever that is. Yeah, we're going to be right here on this Zoom. So, guys, we're laying it all out. We're going to bring the best of the best. We're doing events. Another takeaway I'll have for those of you that are part of the team, make sure you get yourself a calendar. I've been talking about a calendar for over a year, okay? We've been talking about it for over a year. Make sure you get yourself a calendar. Presentations are going to be absolutely critical. Guys, I am doing more presentations in the month of February than we did the last quarter of 2019. Let me say that again. I'm giving more presentations in the month of February than I did in the entire last 3 months or the last quarter of 2019. Why? Because we're going for more. We're going to touch more lives. We're going to impact more families. We're going to have more people making more money. I know a lot of us, we're bashful about making more money, but what determines the type of health insurance you have? Money. What determines the type of car and the type of gas you put in the car? Money. Some of you putting in unleaded. You know you're supposed to have Supreme in there. You know your car don't take unleaded. You've been putting in unleaded because you need what? Money. What determines the daycare or the schooling your children get? money. Guys, we are going to help you make more money in 2020. Some of you, and I want you to receive this, you're going to have your best year this month. Shucks. So, did you hear what I just said? Some of you, you're going to have your best year. Whatever you've made in your best year of income, you're going to have it in the month of February. You're going to have it in the month of March. Why? We're setting the stage and setting the precedence for more. I'll never forget building the business. I don't want you guys to write this down because this requires faith. Income or volume, whether it's up or down, is always temporary. Income and volume, whether it's up or down, is always temporary. What can be permanent are the relationships. What can be permanent are the relationships we develop when volume is down. When volume is down, when production is down, when checks are down, the value we gain, the value we build, that's what can be permanent. I call it LUE. L-U-E. Write it down. Loyalty, unity, edification. Loyalty. Loyalty. You discover who's loyal when things are down, not when things are up. You discover who's with you when things are down, never when things are up. The same people that praise you when things are up will be the same ones that leave you when things are down. Loyalty. I didn't say stupidity, because loyalty should not cause poverty. I'm not saying be a blind leader. What I am saying is sometimes you got to close your eyes so you can open up your heart. Loyalty. Unity. You hear me talk about it all the time. One team, one mission, 100 million. Unity doesn't mean uniformity. We all have different personalities. God gave you the personality you have to complete the assignment He's designed for you and only you to complete. Don't try to be Jarrod Wilkins. Don't try to be Porshea Wilkins. Be the best you. Who you are and who you become is good enough. We need you. Loyalty, unity. Unity means we're saying the same thing. Unity means we're presenting the same way with our own personality, our own emphasis, our own flair. That's fine. But unity means I'm not being disunified, meaning I'm not disconnected from unity. Write this down, please. Isolation is the devil's greatest weapon. Isolation is the devil's greatest weapon. If he can isolate you, he can eliminate you. There's protection in the pride. Lions, they have a pride. They hunt together. Lions, you know why the lion is regarded as the king? Not because he's the strongest or the fastest or the smartest. They roll in a pride. There's a certain pride that they have. They're not proud. It's not ego. I'm not talking about having an ego. I'm talking about being unified. Being unified doesn't mean we always agree. Being unified doesn't mean you do what the no. Being unified says I'm willing to put the team over my ego. Loyalty, unity, edification. That is the spirit of our team. Loyalty, unity, and edification. If you want to know what we stand on, where we stand and why we stand, it's on loyalty, unity, and edification. To edify, to build up, to speak highly of people, to speak highly of the product, to speak highly of corporate, to speak highly of your teammates, to speak highly of each other, finding the good, sometimes in a tough situation. That's unity. That's loyalty. That's edification. How do we get there? We get there together. No man, no woman left behind. Before you put it on social media, before you post about it, pick up the phone and talk about it. Did you hear me? Before you post about it, pick up the phone and talk about it. The only thing that will stop you from accomplishing your goal, the only thing that will stop you from achieving the result that you set out, is if you fall out of loop. Loyalty, unity, and edification. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your attention. I am so excited about your future. 2020. It's game time. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see y'all there. God bless you. God bless your families. And God most certainly bless your dreams. Good night, everybody.